From China to Stratford. Manuel Pellegrini in his most recent role at Hebei China Fortune Credit, Getty. Manuel Pellegrini is expected to arrive at West Ham United on Monday to sign a deal to become their next manager. The 64-year-old is due to fly into London for talks with co-owner David Sullivan. The Chilean will inspect the London Stadium and West Ham's training facilities before discussing personal terms. Pellegrini is well known to Sullivan and has held talks in the past with West Ham. He has informed his current club, Hebei China Fortune, that he is leaving. Two fingers. Manuel Pellegrini, then manager of Man City, during a 2015 match versus West Ham. Man City won 2-0 credit. AP. The Chinese club then announced Pellegrini's departure, expressing their sincere gratitude for his contribution to the team. There had been a delay last week while West Ham struggled to speak to Pellegrini, but negotiations are now well underway. It is likely Pellegrini will be offered a 3-year deal at West Ham following the decision not to retain David Moyes, who left last week after his short-term deal at the club expired. West Ham held talks with Paulo Fonseca, after he flew to London to meet with Sullivan, but the Portuguese then signed an enhanced 2-year deal with Ukrainian club Shakhtar Donetsk, who wouldn't want to manage West Ham. Credit, Charlotte Wilson /offside/Getty Images. Depending on which version of events is to be believed, Fonseca either had misgivings about taking the job or the club deemed him too big a risk given the other candidates he was up against, including Pellegrini, who has previously worked in the Premier League. Fonseca's agent, Jorge Mendes, also travelled for the talks, suggesting that a deal was on the table. Managerial merry-go-round. Appointments ahoy. West Ham were intent on speaking to other candidates, and Pellegrini, who spent 3 years at Manchester City, winning the Premier League and taking them to the semi-finals of the Champions League, has always been a coach they admired. He has won league titles in 4 countries and has been in charge of Real Madrid, Villarreal, and Malaga. So long, David Moyes waves goodbye to West Ham fans. Credit, Reuters. West Ham also explored the possibility of hiring Rafael Benitez from Newcastle United, with the Spaniard having come close to joining the club before Slaven Bilic was appointed in June 2015. Indeed, Benitez had agreed to take over until Real Madrid came in for him. It is understood Newcastle would expect £6 million in compensation to release Benitez from his contract, while he would want to bring a large backroom staff with him, making the deal expensive. West Ham have insisted they had a 4-strong shortlist of managers to succeed Moyes, with all of them of the highest caliber. It is understood that list was Pellegrini, Benitez, Fonseca, and Claudio Ranieri, who has left French club Nantes. The 50 best players in the Premier League 2017-18. If Pellegrini is appointed, it would appear to raise the likelihood of West Ham Yaya Touré, who is a free agent having been released by City at the end of his contract. The 35-year-old held talks with West Ham previously, when his wage demands were prohibitive, but now a deal may be more manageable, especially given his good relationship with Pellegrini.